Hey guys.
Hey.
It's awful out there today. Have y'all seen the weather report?
Oh, it is so bad, and this is the second day this week.
I know. They said we're having some of the most severe weather in the state of Alabama ever.
And Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi. I mean, it's Texas.
It's so much rain and so wet and all.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, so I think that this is a good opportunity for us to talk to some of our clients about what's going on, because today with this weather, we got to get the puppies out. Prep school clients, have the puppies that are there with the trainers. They got to get them out here. So how do we, as you answer emails, Tricia, and things are going on, and clients, sometimes, are concerned about their puppies going out and being exposed to all the rain and stuff. There are pros and cons to it.
So one of the things that I think is so important for everybody to remember and think about is there's two layers of health to our dogs. We have physical health and then we have mental health. And at the end of the day, statistically and research and what we know to be true is there's bugs out there that your puppy's going to come in contact with walking down the street. As they go out to go potty, they're going to come in contact with them. The only way to not let them go in contact with them is to not put them on the ground, to not let them go out and go potty and not run and play.
And that's just not who we are.
Well,
it's not.
The thing about, like today, Giardia is in water, standing water. You get that out there. So, and our dogs have a retriever in them. They love water.
Mm-hmm.
They love to jump in, water bowls. I mean, we have a picture yesterday of one of ours curled up in the water bowl outside playing.
So she's like a 70-pound retriever in a water bowl this way.
So the thing is, when they see it, they want to drink it. So the thing is, no matter where you are, whether you're in the city or whether you're in the country or whatever, I think a lot of times whenever puppies come in contact with Giardia, just because they come in contact with it doesn't mean they're symptomatic and they're going to be sick. It just means that they come in contact and then their body can fight it off, which is kind of good. But what we don't want to see are puppies having the symptoms of it.
Correct. So what the deal is the puppies are going to come in contact with bugs, and their immune system is developed for that. That's God put an immune system there. And so the puppies come in contact with bugs, the immune systems learn about the bugs, and they fight them off, and they're okay. Where our puppies sometimes will exhibit symptoms is when our puppies go through a period of stress. That could be something as simple or subtle as a vaccine or being weaned from mom, or it could be going to a new home, flying home, getting picked up. And then their immune system doesn't work like it normally would, and now we'll see something that's just an exposure where your puppy normally would fight it off, and then it'll kind of grow a little bit. But
that's like me. I get a cold every time I fly. I don't know what it is, but my system shuts down.
It bothers me because the puppies go home and they've been in contact or they get exposed to something. I just want to keep them all right here inside, never let them out. But yet we can't do that. We're cage free here at Smeraglia, so our puppies have to go out. Our parent dogs have to go out to go to the bathroom.
And here's what we know, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's very rare that a puppy is not going to get over Coccidia and Giardia very quickly, very easily, and oftentimes on their own without medical intervention. If we don't socialize and take our puppies out and expose them to things, that is the greatest threat to dogs in the United States right now. More dogs will lose their life this year here in the U.S., not Smeraglia dogs, because we will do anything with them and we socialize ours. But more dogs lose their life every year because of not being socialized, not getting out, and because of temperament issues.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that's what's most important for us.
Yeah.
I
don't think they knew that they were being recorded. That's okay.
What's most important, we want healthy puppies. But we need to have healthy puppies in both dynamics, physically healthy and mentally healthy.
Well, it can be really scary. My dog, my personal dog, got Coccidia, and it was very scary, and there was an element of, oh my gosh, what do I do? Where did it come from? Where, you know what I mean? And my vet, he literally told me to stop being so emotional, which immediately kind of put me at calm. But it's something I've personally walked through. It's been in my home, and so I know how scary it can be. But it's once I know about it, once I know what the answers are, once I know it's the fear. And so when my vet's saying, this is a common parasite. This is out there.
I think
your dog
it's
goes
a
outside,
bug, like a worm or something like that. It's a protozoan. It's a whole different thing. It's almost like a bacteria.
It is very much like that.
Like it's not like this creepy crawling thing like you're thinking. My dog has parasites, which are like the worms and the ticks and the fleas and all those things. This is a protozoan that gets in the GI tract. And it's more, I think, from what I've studied, it's very common to, everybody has yeast in their body, but if it gets out of balance or you get under stress or something happens, you can get a yeast infection. And those kind of things are, you have to treat. But normal yeast is always there. So even the things that set up Coccidia, the body manages fine unless there's a stress or something.
And Coccidia is carried by birds. So what I tend to say is if you can see birds, you have Coccidia in your environment, and if it ever rains or if there's ever water falling or dew on the ground, you have Giardia in your environment.
You're at risk.
And almost every time, your dog's body's going to fight it off. Another big question we get is, oh my gosh, my kids are going to get it. My family's going to get it. How do I get rid of this? Remember, it's occurring in your environment. It is there all the time.
But it's not the same
exposed to
Giardia that like when you go to Mexico or somewhere like that and they get that sickness from it. And that's the thing. It is not the same thing. And I have worked with dogs for over 20 plus years. And like Dr. Cordy has told me, he's 70 something, and he's told us, I've been dealing with this my whole life. No, if anybody could get it,
right. It's species specific, so it can't go from one to the other.
If you search the internet, in the past there are people out there typing, and if it's on the internet, it's true.
Oh yeah.
Whether
not
it's
Google,
true,
I have a headache.
because I did that early on, and then I finally got on the phone with the veterinarians at Auburn University, talked to them. And they said they used to think that, but now they're finding out that it is species specific.
Well, and
what is it you said about vet versus pediatrician? You said
and so here's the thing. A few years ago, a while back, there was a vaccine made for Giardia. And that vaccine manufacturing company put out a lot of literature saying, oh, you need to do this vaccine because
it's off the market.
People can get it. Well, what we found is pediatricians were coming up and going, this isn't true. You're going crazy for no reason. So what I tend to say whenever when someone's vet has said that, I always say, ask your doctor, ask your pediatrician if you are at risk. Don't take personal medical advice from your veterinarian.
Or the internet.
Get it from your doctor. Yes.
I'm learning a lot right now.
Yeah, we're learning a lot, and so we just want, you guys to understand that every single day we powwow like this. This is right where we work. We're talking, we're thinking through, the processes of what do we do today? There's a giant storm. Get the dogs out. We got to let them go to the bathroom, go potty. They're going to get in it. What's the risk? I know one of my clients, you'll know who you are because if you're listening to this, but her puppy I picked her puppy when it was little. We were playing with it. We had it around the little pond. Puppy loved the pond, kept going up to the pond, fell in on the video. I was making her swim, drank the water out of the pond, and I was like, uh-oh, puppy just drank that water. And I mean, she saw it because she was watching the video. And I said, you probably don't test positive for Giardia. No big deal. And she was like, I tested positive for Giardia. And I was like, but you saw that, okay? That's what bothers me because I get these emails sometimes. What kind of facility is this? Is this filthy facility? We're like, heck no. We're like the best facility, I would say, in America.
We disinfect the bottom of our shoes. We put those, not hair
shoe
things,
covers.
but shoe covers over the bottom. Like the effort is so there. And if you've watched our vlogs, if you've seen any of our interactions, you know how much we care. You know how much we love. And that's what brought you to us in the first place. And so just having that, remembering that, if something goes wrong, know that there was effort there to fight it.
I wish somebody out there, because I know I'm in a breeder circle, and that is the number one concern of breeders in America and worldwide, even the ones out of the United States. We're all connected. We're like, how do you stop this? Because it makes you feel so bad. They can test negative, then they get on a plane, they travel home, they get out, and then they test positive.
And that's a great point, because one of the things, too, is we are so diligent. Every dog here gets a fecal, every puppy, before they leave. But every puppy, every dog that's 6 months and younger gets a fecal weekly. Every single Friday, every puppy gets a fecal. And the thing is so we're so on top of our protocol and how we do this and what's going on.
How the heck does this happen?
And so
because we care about you guys, we care about our clients, but we really care about our dogs.
Yes.
We really care
and
about
so
our
if we do a fecal check and we find where a puppy's gone out, and maybe because of a stress like a vaccine
When
or
they
being
go out
dewormed,
and they do their 6-week video, you see them, they're playing it's their first time at 6 weeks out. I'm going, hopefully, is the dew dry? Is there any water on the ground? I mean, you're thinking like
right?
that.
And did a bird fly over and happen to poop on the grass right there?
Or
And
they're
the
like
puppy
eating the
runs.
grass and
And it's those things, but then the thing is we'll do a fecal that week, and we might have one that tests positive for Coccidia, and we're going to treat for it.
It's simple treatment.
And we're going to treat for it, and we'll get on top of it. If it happens to be your puppy, we're going to communicate that to you and let you know. What kills us is we do these weekly fecals. The vet does fecals on Tuesday before they leave. So on that week, that puppy got a fecal on Friday, and then another one on Tuesday. And we'll still have one that will ship. It will go through that stress, and that next Monday will test positive.
I'm like WTH, right? What? That's heck.
It's heck.
It's heck. That's heck. I'm like, how did that happen? So then Trisha comes in. I got a text, and I'm like, what happened? You know what? So that's why I thought, you know what? I wish everybody could just.
And that's a
hear.
behind the scenes for you. When we get your email, we're like,
I'm
how
like,
did that happen?
and then I text Trisha, WTH, and she goes, what's that mean?
Do you know what that means?
And I'm like, I know what it means.
And then they both end up down here in my office where I'm going,
Carol,
we
what
did
happened?
we do everything. And what happened is our puppies are socializing. We're getting them outside because they don't need to be afraid of the grass. They don't need to think a giant bird is going to swoop down on a fly.
Right there and
Yep.
And maybe if your puppy's been sitting in a box and a cage and it's never, ever been out before, then what happens is they might not be exposed to anything. But the problem is when they go home, they're going to come in contact with everything. But you know another thing that bothers me? My daughter, every August, goes to school. And I bet she misses the first week of school, like once she's been to school, because she gets exposed to every single thing in school. And it aggravates me sometimes. I'll have to say this is a bring of frustration, but it does aggravate me when a puppy owner freaks out more over a cough or a diarrhea or a runny nose or virus over their puppy, but no school teachers ever get chewed out the way we get chewed out.
Correct.
And I'm like, what's up with
And you know what? Same thing. So like when
when
you have
Nikki, get over here. She's not wearing out.
makeup on, no.
so when you have this new baby that you get and you're home with.
What she said.
When you get home with your new baby, you're like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to do anything.
You know that, so I can't expose my baby to nothing. And the first one didn't get exposed to nothing.
And then, but at some point, they have to leave the house. They have to get out. And you know what? Even if you're one who doesn't take your baby out of the house, somebody came over and kissed your baby, and it ended up with a runny nose or a cold. And the thing is our puppies, that's what their immune systems are like. They're the same. They've got to be exposed to things in order to have a healthy immune
By
system.
the fifth one, I came home from the hospital, packed her on, went to the dog, and birthed puppies. Okay? I'm like, you know what?
All baby wearing.
You know, she's a pretty healthy kid. I mean,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth. But, you know, I get it. So I think today our frustrations and our conversations are conversations that need to be had with you guys. And you need to hear our heart, because this is the heart behind the conversations that we have daily. And this is another behind-the-scenes vlog with Sherry.
Where you even
And
get to
somebody-
see Sherry's husband.
You go in.
Who's white? You
Hold
can
on.
see it if the lights are on.
See this one? She's popping in on me. Totally
Taking
raw.
care of all of us.
Totally unedited, raw as can be. Here it's right. Even the lighting's bad. We look a little tan today.
Yeah,
But
we're not
that's
as
okay.
red.
Yeah.
We are
But
tan.
anyway, we hope you enjoyed our conversations. If you want us to have a conversation or talk about something that's bothering you, send it to me. We'll discuss that too. This might be the new view. Hey, who knows? All right. Hope to see you. Hey, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Okay, we got a lot more coming.